poor corkscrew's looking worse for wear. It's got seagull poop all over it. The absolute shock and disgrace of them.
Hello and welcome back to Costa Barras. Today we're back at Alton Towers for the first time since April.
Yeah, and we thought this is the perfect time of the year. We were pondering, just contemplating, to do a how accurate are the queue times at Alton Towers, with it being the August now. It's getting to the first half to middle of August.
Yeah, and we all know from all parks in the UK and abroad that they sometimes overinflate queue times or underestimate them.
Yeah, so we've had a lot of experience with that at Alton Towers and all of the million parks and across the world so far. So we thought we'd just do a test today. And the park is quite busy, the car park was quite hefty, and so was the entrance so far. And of course, Wickerman is dead. It's down at the moment, unfortunately, because of a foreign object.
Which is quite sad. We love Wickerman.
We do, but that is actually better in this case for the test, because that's going to essentially reduce capacity. So everyone else around the park is going to be going on rides, which increases the ride time even more. So it's going to be a perfect test.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the ride times compare.
Yeah, so as always, as we always say, Dark Forest is quietest this time of the day. Smiler and Spinball are actually quite high at 60 and 50 minutes, because obviously Wickerman's dead, everyone's going there, so straight to Dark Forest, get those out of the way, and then maybe over to Forbidden Valley. That's probably the plan so far.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and we are including all the smaller rides, so Congo, Curse, etc. Blade, all of them we can get on.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be all right.
So let's see how we do.
Let's go.
A few minutes later.
Well, since Rita has died, as you can see in the screenshot, 13's queue's gone up to 70 minutes. So we decided to abort mission.
So we're to Forbidden Valley.
Yeah.
First up, Nemesis Reborn.
Yeah, which is 55 minutes right now. It did say 40, but as you know when you get here. And Galactica was on 30, but who knows right now. But Nemesis first. Might as well.
Boo! You! What are you doing to this creature? She's innocent. And why have you got eggs up there?
Well, we just came off Nemesis for the first time since April, and it was a pretty good ride as always.
Yeah, we got row 7, which was it was riding really good.
Yeah, close as the back as you can get, so you can't complain when it's this busy. You could feel a slight rattle throughout the entire ride this time, but it's so imperceptible, you can't really, it's not really a problem, is it?
But you always could at the back of
You
the
could,
train
you
compared
could.
to the front, and like it doesn't really do anything. It's like the one B&M invert where you do not box your ears
No.
when you don't hold on. It's great.
Yeah, because I usually keep my arms up the entire way, and I got a bigger seat, which is usually my look on there, and I still didn't rattle around, even though I was floating in my seat. No head bagging, no ear banging, it was just fine, wasn't it?
No, and I wasn't holding on, but I can't put my hands up for issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing. My head didn't move one bit, which is great.
Yeah, so it was pretty chill. As for the queue times, it was definitely underestimated.
Yes, we basically we're timing it on our Fitbit, so I'm timing it from the moment we walk through the actual entrance to the ride, and as you can see from my watch, I'm not sure if you can see it. Hang on, we'll go on it again. Mine says 44:13.
Yeah, and mine was just a few seconds under 43 minutes from actually standing in the queue area. So as we said, we started it from when you walk through the entrance gate and when you actually start queuing at a stop, just so we got both queue times covered.
Yes, because there's been times before on a quiet day where Nemesis Reborn, for example, has said 10 minutes, but we actually think the 10 minutes is walking around the queue because it's obviously quite a long queue line. But yeah, it was definitely underestimated by about 10 minutes.
It
even
was.
more than 10 minutes.
It was, so that's a good thing. Question is, will Galactica keep the same energy? Because we're about to go there now, so we'll see.
Yeah, be interesting. just had a front row ride on Galactica.
Yeah, it's been ages since we got front row, and as you saw in our front versus back, it is our favourite row because you just literally get the embodiment of flying when you're in that front row, which is the point of a flying coaster.
Yeah, we were really quite lucky today.
Yeah, surprisingly. We did get splashed on in the queue though, because someone dropped a Dr. Pepper and it splashed everywhere.
Yeah, I got it all the way up the back of my legs, which is not very fun at all, but you know, what can you do?
Yeah, so we got some bad luck, but then we got rewarded with good luck. So can you say operations were great. It was free train service, both sides open.
Yes,
so...
and we had a overinflated queue time because it said 50 minutes, and on my watch from the entrance queue, it's 27:34.
Yeah, and from mine, which is from when you start queuing in the actual queue line, it was about just over 26 minutes. So that is a really fast time, and it said 50 minutes at first.
Yeah, definitely overinflated.
Yeah.
So for Forbidden Valley, both coasters overinflated.
Yeah, and right now we're gonna have a mooch around. We might get some chicken, because we haven't tried it yet, in the new Nemesis cups. We'll have a look, and then we'll get to the next area. We don't know which one it is yet, because we haven't checked times, but you'll see probably in a minute or two.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh. Well, we decided to get the chicken wing combo. It is buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Buffalo, and look at the size of this. Like, I'm not dainty. This is decent with a Coke, and it's only £13.20 with a Merlin Pass discount. 20% if you got a gold, and it's 10% if you got less. But looks pretty decent, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Looks delicious, and that's blue cheese, by the way, not mayo. Well, it's time to go on the blade since everything else is really high. There's no queue time here, obviously, but he said what?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So might as well get on it before we leave the valley. But Rita is quite high, so is 13. 13 was on 50 minutes, Rita was on 75. And Oblivion was on 50 and Smiler 75. So again, they could be vastly overestimated, just like Galactica was, but you never know. So just in case, we're gonna get this done first. Well, you can see workmen right now on top of Project Ocean. They're clearly working on it. Big crane. It's good to see them actually working on top of the structure. Maybe we'll see Ripsaw soon enough. Well, we had the wings and they were quite nice, to be fair, but the sauce was a bit suspicious.
Yeah, I thought it was really tasty. It was very spicy, so we wonder if it was sriracha that they put on it, because it didn't taste like buffalo, which we asked for. And it kind of tasted like sriracha, but we're not really sure, because obviously it's the first time we've had them. Comment down below if you've had them before. Is the buffalo flavour
Literally that spicy? I was dying right there, my lips are on fire.
Whereas I'm fine, I'm okay, but I can handle more heat than he can. He's wimp. What?
The shock! Either way, the queues are still bad. After the breakdowns and stuff, some rides in Forbidden Forest, they are open now, but they're on 16, 18 minutes. And so is Spinball, and so is Smiler, and so is Oblivion.
Whereas Nemesis Reborn is at 30, so we're going to go back there, because why not?
We're going to go back here, then get on Curse, and then we're going to see what it's like later to get onto the rides and test their queues.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get a bit better.
Hopefully, but we're still testing this one anyway, because, you know, you have to, for science.
Of course. Let's go. Off our second ride of Nemesis Reborn.
And she's really warmed up now. She was absolutely screaming for those corkscrews, and especially the 0G roll.
Yeah, it was running so fast around there, and we got the same row. Oh, we weren't complaining about that.
7th row, left seats, same one. Again, never complain, it's a good seat. But the queue times were almost accurate this time.
Yeah, so mine from the entrance was 30 minutes and 46 seconds. Nemesis. And the queue said 30 minutes, but we were held for about, what, 4 minutes was it? At the entrance, obviously, because they were closing up the longer queue line to like shorten it slightly, and obviously we had to wait for a lot of people who were already in the longer queue line to walk all the way around to where we were, so that obviously people weren't cutting in front of them, which is fair enough. So obviously with that, it's probably only about, what, 26 minutes we waited? Yeah,
for my time, which I started when we actually got in the proper queue, it was 27 minutes. So pretty decent. Yeah. And before we get gassed alive, we'll move on to the next area, because it's getting quite steamy.
Yeah, and earlier we didn't mention it, but we went on Blade, and it was also overinflated because it was a 10-minute queue line and it was 3 minutes and 2 seconds before we got on.
Yeah, so that's even faster, so it works, it works. And now we're going to see if Curse is reopened, because yes, it broke down as well, but we'll go see if it's open now.
Yeah, and then we'll probably be heading to Congo and Mine Train, I think.
Yeah, Congo Mine Train, and then we'll get on Smiler and Oblivion and Spinball and whatever else we can, and then try and get back here.
Hopefully the queue lines go down a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully, just a bit. Oh dear, Subterra's closed. Not that it matters much, because Subterra's great, but it's definitely not worth waiting any more than 10 minutes for. 15 push. So, hello there.
Strange thing, that.
It's a new age torch.
Pardon?
A new age torch.
Oh, scary.
Scary technology. Well, we're at Curse, and it says 5 minutes on the app, but it's obviously under the reopening stage. So we'll see if it's 5 minutes. Sarah Barra is ready to hit the clock. It's time to go.
I was late with it. Shocking.
We've not entered yet. We've not entered yet. There we go. I mean, dead, reopening, we'll see. The theme in here is still beautiful though, isn't it? All the graveyards, the music.
Oh, I love the outside of Curse.
Got more fog up there.
The epic ambient music, and you even have the nice smoke effects. Looks good.
It does.
Can't wait for late night riding later.
Oh yeah, great. Curse looks amazing late night riding. Absolutely amazing.
And I can't wait for Nemesis Reborn.
Oh, that'll be gorgeous.
By a storm of supernatural proportions. All known occupants of the house perished. That is, aside from the owner's only child,
What the hell does that smell?
Emily.
There's Emily. And as Sarah mentioned, the smell pods are on, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're really strong today.
Really strong. It's good to see them on, to be fair. And the queue here was very, very small. Well, we just thought we'd have a look at the carcass of Bob just after Curse Vaulton Manor there. And what do you think of Curse now?
Yeah, no, I always enjoy Curse. I mean, we didn't wait very long, except we didn't take a picture of our watch, unfortunately, because we kind of forgot. And there was these two kids behind us making a bit of a racket, and I completely forgot.
It was less than 5 minutes. It was like 4 minutes.
And bearing in mind, it was only just reopening, so the wait was actually them getting the ride started. It wasn't too bad at all.
It was. There is a few little things I need to fix in there. I mean, it is like the best dark ride in the UK by far, but there's a few things like maybe need some R&R in there, because some of the projectors weren't like lining up, or you could see the edges of the projections which you couldn't see before, and they still haven't fixed the tunnel, the rotating tunnel. So
that's still broken, which is sad because we love that bit.
Yeah, and a few lights were staying on here and there, so after the effects, so it was kind of like, but the timings were all correct besides that, and it just needs a bit of rework. Does it a bit of time? Just a bit of time.
Yeah, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
I still like it.
It'll be all right, but we need to go back up Katanga Canyon now, because we're going to go on the rapids.
Yeah, wonder if we'll get wet.
We'll see, we'll see. Now it currently says 40 minutes, but it's moving fast, so we don't believe it is 40 minutes.
It's always hard to know with these sorts of things. I suppose it depends how many people they're putting in a boat.
Very true, but I'm being optimistic about this. Hopefully we'll get on in about 20. We'll see.
Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Face these waterfalls head on. Please remain seated. This ain't no jungle cruise, skipper. Time to face these waterfalls head on.
Well, we just got off Congo River Rapids, and it was fairly accurate this time.
Yeah, we were nearly on 40. I mean, I was on, what, 38, 30?
Yeah, for your entrance queue.
Yeah, for my entrance queue, and you were on...
37, 14 or something along those lines.
Yeah, so we were near enough 40. And we managed to get a boat, I don't know how, by ourselves.
Yeah, because they're packing in with 7 or close to that today because of the queues, but they're posing by ourselves. I mean, I wanted more people to get more wet, but we got wet anyway.
Well,
I got
yeah,
soaked.
for 2 of us.
Yeah.
He got soaked, I'm fairly dry. I got a bit of a sploosh on the waterfall, but that was about it. You got absolutely soaked at times.
My pants are wet. The sun's drying now though, and I also got water on my back, as per. But we've decided to abandon Dark Forest today because Rita and 13 keep breaking down, and they've still got really long queues, which means it's unreliable. If we go there, it could jeopardise other rides. So
yeah,
we're just
we're gonna head to X Sector.
Yeah, Spinball's on the way, but that's at 55 minutes currently, and Smiler is on 60, and Oblivion I think goes on 50 or around that mark. So we're gonna definitely try and get on Smiler. We'll see what the Oblivion queue's like. If it's too long, we're not getting on it, because you know what that's like. You never wait more than 20 minutes or so for Oblivion. It's heresy if you do. And of course,
Spinball, and then obviously hopefully back to Nemesis for more last rides of the day.
yeah, we want to get at least one more ride on Nemesis, but so far we're getting to see what the queues are like at this time of year.
Yeah, it's not too bad though.
Right, down to X Sector.
Yeah, off we go.
Smiler crew. We got a 60-minute wait. Timer starts now.
Join us.
We just had our ride on Smiler, and we were actually waiting for an hour and 7 minutes from the entrance, so we have our first underestimation of the day.
Which we expected. The Smiler is always underestimated on busy days, so we knew it was going to be one of those. But it didn't do too badly, to be fair.
No, it was running all 4 trains.
Yeah, which is important to note, to be fair. Galactica was running 3 and Nemesis was running 2, so they are getting them all out pretty fast.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad. We knew it was going to be busy. It is quite warm in there, obviously, with black supports.
Yeah, very. But the Smiler was running, again, a bit rough, still is this year. It wasn't the last 2 inversions, again, those always like rockier, more so now, but it needs to get back to its former glory because we love the Smiler, but it's still great, and we got the front row.
Yeah, which is, if you've watched our front versus back, you'll know it's our favourite part of the ride. I kind of feel like if we had been on the back, we probably wouldn't have had as like enjoyable a ride as we had on the front, because it is still very janky in places.
Yeah, it almost feels like there's trims in places where there isn't.
Yeah, it's kind of like just catching, and then you can kind of hear it at those last 2 bits. But it was actually not too bad compared to the last time we were on it. I thought it was a lot more enjoyable, but again, we got our front row ride, so
yeah,
yay.
we're happy. Galactica on that. We just got lucky with the long waits, it seems. But we did take a look at Spinball because we were going to go on that. It's estimated at 45 minutes right now, and it does look it. We've got experience with that queue. It looks like it's 45 minutes.
Yeah, it does look quite beefy at the moment, unfortunately. And as we're at near the end of the day, we kind of want to end our day at Alton Towers with a ride on Nemesis, so that's where we're going now.
We've got about 40 or just under 40 minutes, and it's on 20-minute queue apparently, so we can probably squeeze 2 in. However, again, Oblivion, that closed a few times while we were in the Smiler queue, and then the queue we're building up again, and we thought it's not worth risking that. If we get on that and it closes, then we've lost Nemesis.
And once again, the rides in Dark Forest also shut down while we were in the Smiler queue too, so... Yeah,
we're leaving 13 on the 80-minute queue. So at this time during the day too, it's like insanity.
Yeah, it's not good. So yeah, we are going to go on Nemesis Reborn.
Yeah, we can see how these queues are. See if they are. There'll probably be walk-ons at 20 minutes, but we'll see.
Let's go!
Poop! There's poop everywhere! We tell you what, she keeps getting better the later in the day, but the final ride, we can squeeze one in, 25 minutes apparently. Will it be the case? Probably not. The last one was 8 minutes and 40 real time from queue, and from entrance it was what, 12?
10 minutes and, no, yeah, 12 minutes and 4.
12 minutes and 4. So, well, hey, good news.
And here ends our day at Alton Towers with 2 last rides on Nemesis Reborn.
It wasn't too bad. It was a 25-minute queue time, as you saw, and it was 14-minute actual queue. And what was it on the entrance?
I had 16 minutes 57, so near enough 17. So
Yeah,
still like over inflated queue time.
So as per the only ride that was actually overestimated.
Smiler.
Or underestimated, I should say.
Yeah, underestimated. Yeah, which we thought, because it's usually one of the ones that is.
Yeah, it's always a car plane down there. It's always a nightmare. But, you know, it's a great ride. It's just when it's busy, it can be very, very long down there.
Yeah, like very, very hot as well if it's warm.
Oh, yeah, it was sweltering down there. But we had a good day still. We didn't get on a few rides we wanted to get on, but the Dark Forest was a nightmare, breaking down all day rides, and the queues were monumental. And of course, Spinball. But if you're going to have a choice between Spinball
and Nemesis,
when you know that queue's long,
we're going to pick Nemesis. Always Nemesis.
Always Nemesis. And you also got some merch.
I did. I got some 2 t-shirts and like they're embroidered. So
yeah,
yay.
you got a yellow smiler one and a purple Alton Towers one.
Yes.
I obviously got the Nemesis sweatshirt because it's embroidered. It was irresistible to pick up.
Yeah, and I wanted the Nemesis 1994 black denim jacket, but unfortunately they still don't have my size.
Close. He had the, what was it, small?
They had a medium,
Medium.
but the medium is massive on me. I need the small.
Or an extra small.
I'm not even sure they do an extra small, so, but hey.
Yeah, we'll see if we find it. We'll find it next month maybe.
Luckily I got the Hyperia one.
You did. But next time for the actual vlogs, we've got...
We're going to Germany, and we're going to Heidepark, which is obviously Berlin, and we're also going to Phantasialand, which I'm really excited about because it's one of my bucket list parks.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting time, but that is in the middle of September. Before then, we do have another front versus back for you coming soon, as well as a tier list.
Yeah, which are looking forward to doing for you.
Yeah. But it's been a fun day. It's been good. It's been warm, good. What can you say? It's
yeah,
good.
and
It's
for
Alton
August, we've not done too bad.
No, it's been good. I think we did well.
Yeah, I think we did too.
We did well. But with that being said, be like a barra.
And keep coasting.
Bye-bye again.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.